We are live.
Cheers, bro.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get prepared.
Get prepped.
Get prepped. I'm going to turn my mic a little bit.
Yeah, make sure you got some
Spin
enunciation
it.
to it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy TOT 46.
Or 47. I don't know.
Whatever.
Someone, one of you three people, chime in. It's that time of year, brah. Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
What are we, 7 days away?
Yeah.
It's 10?
10 days. Is today the 15th? I don't know.
Today is the 14th.
Dude, it's a social construct, bro. It's made by the man. Doesn't matter. Dude, what's funny is this whole year, I looked out that window and I would see lights in your neighbor's backyard. However, it's Christmas and there's no lights on. Very, what do you call that?
Shady?
No,
Stupid? Backwards?
contradictory. It's that time of year.
Did you look out the window?
Oh, you always look out the window.
Okay.
Never see anything.
Huh.
Probably because it's dark.
Maybe he's cutting back on his electrical bill.
Yeah, he's starting to get those bills. Starting to get those Bidenomics bills in.
Yeah.
This is not a political show, but yeah. Everything's fucking expensive.
My electric bill shot up a little bit.
Did it?
Yeah, I'm only here like half the time. I'm out in the woods.
And it's always
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
You only turn on the light that is needed.
But I'll tell you this. I got one of those energy reports,
Right.
right, where it compares you to other houses.
Mm-hmm.
Other houses are like this big on the graph. Mine
Right.
is like this. And I was like, well, that's what you do when your house is 60 degrees inside.
That's right.
And you walk around in a parka.
Like Nanook.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that, was that Norway or whatever, when they make the ice hotel? But this is the ice hotel
Ace Hotel.
most year. Except for when it's sauna hotel.
I don't really do hot.
No.
No, I like the AC. I don't like, because I can't sleep if it's real hot.
True. That's
You know.
most of us.
When it's freezing, oh man,
Oh, it's the best.
yeah. It's like, I'm ready for the morgue. Just put me on a slab, roll me in that drawer.
Get me a drawer.
I will go right out.
Get me the drawer.
Yeah.
Dude, so it's, it's Christmas.
Tis.
You want to know what's weird? Well, here's the weird thing. This is me being a fucking weirdo. Now, I generally have a dislike for the human race.
I thought you were going to say the holidays.
No.
Yeah, I got it. I get you.
However, this time
Right.
of year, I make every one of my neighbors something to eat.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
Like I usually will make bacon pies, or I'll make this year I'm making them lasagna.
You're like a truffle. You have a hard candy shell, but a nice gooey center.
For one day, I let
Yeah.
it out.
One
I
day.
let my goo all over the neighborhood. Put it right back in. I
A
figure.
goo for you. A goo for you.
I figure that buys
But
me.
it must take a couple days to make all the stuff, right?
Yeah, one day.
One day? You
Yeah.
wouldn't just go
I'm
like
professional.
the big
I
pile
make-
of ziti?
no,
There you go.
no. I'm making them lasagna this year. Like last year, I made them bread.
Okay.
Year before, I made them some pies. Been doing it for like 10 years. I
Nice.
don't know. I mean, I don't even. Lisa doesn't even know where it started. She's like, I always thought maybe the other neighbors would catch on. They never.
I think it started when you got rid of the pizzeria
Probably.
and you still had the cooking bug.
Yeah. So I can cook for free once a year instead of cooking for free every day.
Well, I made money, hopefully.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. Not the level of what I cooked, but the thing that's annoying about this holiday is how things that happen on accident become things, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you've heard of like fucking these idiots that do ugly sweater parties, right? Christmas.
Yeah.
But that was a thing, right? People
Yeah.
had these dumb sweaters, right? Then it becomes a business.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I see them in,
Right.
they have piles of that shit in BJ's.
Right. So now you got to go buy one. Like, it wasn't about that. It was, oh,
Sorry, that was my cock.
wow. You got zinc in you or something? But like, it took away from what it was. You know what I mean?
Because it was a stupid random thing.
Right. And it was
It
like,
was like a couple friends screwing around.
yeah, and it became something, okay. But then instead of keeping to that tradition,
Yeah.
all these animals, corporate America said, well, let's make it easier for these idiots.
Of course.
You know, Like
Yeah.
those sweaters happened on accident for
And the bad
50 years.
Christmas photos, family photos, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
It's like it all happened on accident. Now we're shoving it in. Indoctrination of weird, like, or even the, what do you call it? That stupid channel that plays the dumb movies. I don't know.
Dumb movies?
Hallmark plays the dumb Christmas movies.
Oh, the tearjerker type of
Yeah, it's like
heartthrobby, heartfelt.
broad
things.
goes back to the town on the verge
The
of bankruptcy. She's got like a fucking dog biscuit bakery and it saves the town and all that horse shit.
Nice.
Like they made them like bad B movies, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And now all of a sudden they're purposefully making bad movies.
Right.
And they're bankrolled.
Well, that's just trying to make It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah,
800
but-
times, but on the cheap,
They weren't even trying to make It's a Wonderful Life. They were trying to make like
a cheesy version.
they were trying to make like Dawn of the Dead. Or like an Ed Wood movie.
Nice.
Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
not that genre.
Right.
But they were trying to make that type of movie because they thought there was, you know, and it turned out it was campy, it was terrible. But now they're actually a cottage industry. So weird. It's like I think
They have their own channel.
right, dumb.
Somebody's watching it. Otherwise, they'd be out of business.
I know that, but it feels so forced now.
That makes you feel like the world's dumb.
Yeah, because you're like, why are we
There's
forcing?
an entire segment of the population that loves that shit, eats it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or do you, and then there's a pile of the population that probably makes fun of it.
Son event?
Makes fun of it.
Oh,
Son event.
I was like, I don't know what that is.
I'm speaking in tongues now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, does that have the O with the line through it? Is it some kind of Swedish thing? You got it, IKEA? Yeah, I bought a Son
Yeah.
event.
Isn't it just a window, a sun vent?
You got me.
Just open the window. You got a sun vent. Take off the blinds. You got a sun vent. So that's annoying for Christmas.
Sure.
I mean, all the other traditions are all right. Trees and all that other horse shit. But
Yeah, yeah.
for some reason, these little,
The sentimental stuff you hate.
I don't hate, I hate it contrived.
Oh, okay.
Like if it just happened naturally, like always.
It's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, you go dig through grandma's closet and find yourself an ugly sweater. Fine. You're
Right.
digging through the rack at Walmart.
What if you found one of Grandma's ugly bras? You throw that bad boy on under the sweater?
I guess if it's your last ditch effort, you could buy a sweater. Like, you know, like, so it became just this thing. I don't know. I don't like when things start naturally
I got you.
become forced.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're forcing it down your throat.
It just
it's like
became big business. That's all. It came
Right.
corporate.
probably a huge
Yeah.
business.
Yeah. Yeah.
One time a year. You don't have like a ugly 4th of July sweater.
No, but they do have all kinds of American flag wear.
Right. Which
Sure.
is, I think, is illegal.
No, I don't think so.
No? I thought putting the flag in not the right way.
Oh,
I don't know.
you got me.
You got a big flag on your crotch.
Yeah, you know, it
don't
would be
know.
like the
You know, it's not Betsy Ross invented
short
it.
shorts with the American flag colors on them. And,
I don't know.
yeah.
I guess it depends on what. Yeah, I mean, maybe I guess if it was a real flag, they'd have an issue.
Sure.
Like you took an old flag and you made a shirt out of it.
There you go. Little, what's his name? Bob Guccione.
that
Did he
who
make
did
a
that?
diaper?
That's the one who did it.
Yeah, he did it in court.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then, what's his name ripped it off later, right? Black Crows, right? Didn't they have it on the cover of one of the records
Mm-hmm.
with the bikini?
Yeah.
And then they got in trouble because it had hair sticking out of it.
Had some pube.
Yeah. Then they had to remove the pubes
Yeah.
and re-put it out. So I guess I wonder if it's worth any money. Is it worth money that if you have the Black Crows original pressing with pubes?
Probably. Amorica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah. It's the best one.
Probably, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Had a lot of good stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
By your side wasn't bad.
Well, they all have their ups.
Right. It started getting wonky, though. 3 Snakes, that was a little wonky.
I don't remember what's on there.
Exactly.
Soul singing?
I'm not sure.
Or is that on By Your Side?
You'd have to look that up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
All right. But I mean, you got the computer, but yeah, you can look it up
Yeah.
on your own time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just remember I had the 45
Yeah.
insert with the snakes. Remember, it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Then they tried to become a jam band. That was silly.
Yeah.
I never really worked out for them.
Well, I mean, they're good, but they're not the Allman Brothers.
No.
Yeah.
They're songwriters. Like,
Yeah.
First.
Yeah. Play songs.
They're song. Allman Brothers were players, and then they threw some lyrics in there.
Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Crows were a songwriter. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Robinson's one in a million, probably.
Right.
With some other music. I mean, he still sounds fine. Even going through hell with drugs and back, he still sounds fine.
Yeah.
Sounds
Weighs
great.
45 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hat weighs more than him. He's all a
Yeah.
hat.
And beard.
That's right.
He's got beard now.
But it's like, I guess they just kept taking. I mean, I guess once you got enough money, you could take a shot, right? If you're doing well, you take a shot.
Yeah.
And really put it like, we believe in this, even though they might not have. I don't know if they
that
did.
album that they did that was all live, that was pretty good.
Right.
Can't
Yeah.
remember what that was. But it was all original stuff.
Right.
They just did live.
Now, I think I don't know if did the whole band believe their own, or because the Robinsons run it, right? Did the whole band believe that bullshit?
What?
Didn't seem like it.
Believe.
Oh yeah, we're a jam band now.
I think it just kind of morphs into that.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe you get sick of playing the same songs night after night. And you're like, let's stretch it out a little bit. Maybe they started smoking more weed and they're like, fucking, let's stretch it out a little bit. Yeah.
We're just going to do this and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't even have any more modern jam bands, do we? Fish? Is that our last jam band?
There are, but I don't know.
I don't like them.
Yeah, I don't
have the patience, I don't think.
I don't know much about it. There's like a turquoise or something and a...
Turquoise?
Yeah, it's like a guy and a female singer. They play some weird instruments, I think.
Not turquoise?
No, it's like Turquoise.
Is that
It's some weird...
Is that like Leroy and Leroy?
Yeah. Everybody, clap your hands. Clap your hands, everybody.
The Tri-Limbs.
Yeah, and isn't like... I don't know, it's Porcupine Tree and those types of things?
Probably, I mean...
But I don't know them. I picture it all being in the same realm.
Well, is that Stuart Copeland? Porcupine something?
I don't know.
He's in some kind of jam bandish thing.
Okay.
And then Les Claypool has some kind of jam thing with the one Lennon son. I think it's not Julian, the other one, Sean.
Mm.
But I mean, I don't know if it's a product of trying it or if it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like real jam bands were just like the Sweaters. It's just there.
Yeah.
That was the Dead, even if you don't like them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Santana, all those.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, they were all high as fuck. Just
Right.
Jimmy. Yeah, everybody's just playing.
Right. And then all of a sudden, that's what they were.
But I think there was a different appreciation for music back then also.
Sure.
Like now, I think people can't hang.
They don't got the attention.
No.
Like, I don't even know, like, they have, what's that one, Dead and Company do the one jam, like a festival.
Okay.
And they did one on Atlantic City Beach. I don't remember that one. But I wonder if there's undercard bands that are like jam bands just don't know about. You know what I mean? Like,
Probably.
but they probably don't make the waves. You know what I mean? Like, because you're going to...
I don't know. I mean, they may be huge in that scene. I don't know.
Right.
You know, they're like big in Serbia or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Hey, that was our move. We were doing great in the Ukraine until the war started. Once all the cell towers went down.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck, we lost all our streams. But like, I watch stuff and then it doesn't get in. Jam bands never get in my algorithm, even though I listen to some. You know what I mean? I'll put on Allman Brothers, something live from the 70s or something.
Sure.
And you would think after watching a bunch, all of a sudden the algorithm will start saying, hey, you want to see this?
Mm.
But does it not exist?
I
don't know.
It's not my scene.
People got...
Oh, that sucks.
Whoa. You all right?
No.
Oh, it's tired.
I've been up for a long time. There was a blackout last night out in the sticks.
Oh, you were out there.
Yeah. So when it's dark out there, it's dark out there.
It's black.
The stars look great.
Sure.
But it happened at like 8:30 at night or something.
The power went down.
Yeah.
No backup generator.
She had no gas.
No gas.
No gas.
Sling blade.
Yeah. So that's right. We started a fireplace
Okay.
because the heat's not working now.
Sure.
So fireplace was going, and then nodded out, and then it was just like it was a shitty night of sleep.
Then they wake up frozen when the fire goes out.
The power came on at some point
All right.
in the night.
'Cause
They
when-
said it was going to be like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I don't know. I was sleeping.
Did they say why the power went out?
No, we heard sirens, so we were thinking maybe somebody hit a pole or something.
I could tell you when we had to sleep by fireplace, when was it Sandy?
Mm-hmm.
Knocked everything out. That's no fun when you wake up with no fire.
Yeah.
You're freezing your ass off.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, but I got the dogs in the bed, so they're keeping me warm.
And you could put them on fire if you run out of food.
There you go. I always grab the little one by the leg. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a good thigh right there.
Quick little,
Going right on the grill.
all of a sudden we're eating Chinese tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever.
Korean. You name it.
Yeah. Anything with a
It's all from over there.
anything with a gray meat. Would you do it if you were over there? Have you ever been over there?
No.
Never been east? Far east?
No. I've been to Europe, South America, and this continent. And some other islands.
Right.
That's
But
it.
you kind of ventured almost, right?
Caribbean.
Is that still considered Europe if you get to Turkey?
I don't know. I feel like when I was a kid, Turkey was not part of Europe.
It was like
It was taught as being Asia.
8, right?
Because the only piece...
Middle East? Start of Middle East?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like a long country,
Mm-hmm.
kind of goes east to west.
Yep.
And there's one little piece, which is Istanbul, which is
Right.
like on the mainland of Europe.
Okay.
But now they consider it's all Europe. And I was like, okay.
Hmm. Yeah, I always
Whatever.
thought, because especially when you get to like, when you're a kid watching Indiana Jones, it made it seem like it was, might as well have been Saudi Arabia. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
made it feel like it was
Yeah.
Middle East.
Well, the further east you head in there,
Right.
it definitely starts to get like that.
What's the exact Middle East? Like we're Central Jersey. What's Middle East? It's the middle.
I don't know.
I think anywhere where you're going to get beheaded is probably the middle.
Yeah. It changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like
Anywhere they start selling carpets in the street and drums,
and there's just there's nothing.
castanets.
There's no poles, no
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah. Well, the weirdest part about being there was the loudspeakers going off with the prayers.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, and everybody just stops and
It's amazing, right?
yeah.
Faces east or whatever, Mecca, whichever way Mecca is, west,
Yeah.
east.
Like-
I don't know. I don't even know enough about my own religion.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know what to do here.
So what do you do?
I just stood in place and let them do their thing, and
Shoplift.
pickpockets.
You can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You don't want to piss all off.
Yeah.
Just grab these. Couple of those. How long does it last? How long did it last?
I don't think it was that long.
15, 10 minutes?
I don't even think it was that long.
Hmm.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Maybe we should start ditching.
If like somebody was here and the national anthem was playing, I'd be like, you don't have to know the words, but
No, but they don't all
At
stop.
least.
They don't all stop.
hell, Americans don't all stop either.
That's what I mean.
Bunch
They
of
don't all
assholes.
stop. They'll
Yeah.
just keep about their business. Remember, it used to be like the whole stadium would be quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember ever hearing the national anthem except for maybe some parades. Never random. Never like 4 o'clock. Like we're gonna do the national anthem.
Yeah.
Broadcasted.
Yeah, and everybody just stopped.
Yeah.
It's kind of like red light, green light.
What was the other one? Simon Says.
Yeah.
Simon said, you didn't say Simon Says?
Red light, green
Off with his head, infidel. You didn't stop. You wouldn't just maybe just pray for the hell of it? I mean, these guys are onto something.
Yeah. Yeah, the mosque in Istanbul is really cool.
Yeah.
Just stained glass and stuff. It's pretty wild.
It's one of the main ones.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's called the Blue Mosque, I think.
It's
pretty cool.
I guess everyone's going to have their main one, right? Their Taj Mahal, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be a big one. Istanbul's a big city, so.
Mm-hmm. Like St. Patrick's Cathedral, except for mosques.
Yeah, pretty much.
But there's other churches in the city.
Yeah.
I found it odd. It's funny because when my mom was around, I'd just take her every year to the city for her.
Mm-hmm.
And just one year, she's like, I want to go see St. Patrick's Cathedral. I haven't been here since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
So we walk up, and it's open. At the time, it was open. I don't know if it still is. Probably.
Yeah, churches don't close their doors, really.
No, but...
I mean, it's kind of anti-church to do
Right.
that.
So we were looking around. We hit a pew. She wants to say a prayer. Great. All of a sudden, Mass starts.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, let's go. I go, whoa. I said, I know I'm 40, but the first 35 years of this was church stuff. We sit here. She's like, oh, this is a tourist. I'm like, I don't think Jesus is a tourist. And she's like, no, we're fine.
He just swoops in.
I'm like, what do you mean we're fine? we can go. We can?
She banked a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one, we had a gig that one day. It was for a fundraiser for a Catholic school. It was on a Friday during Lent. There's no meat on Friday.
Sure.
So they did their blessing and stuff. We were set up. It was like this was a fundraiser. We played a little bit, and they were like, okay, it's time for dinner. Or time for food, whatever. It was a buffet. And so singer grabs me, and she's Jewish. So we go walking, and there's tacos, steaks, and I'm like, I see the priest. I'm like, hey, Padre, nice speech, I have her with me. And she's like, well, thanks. I'm like, a lot of meat on this buffet.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a party. I go, it's Lent. Yeah, it's a party. I go, that's in the rules?
It's a party.
He's like, wait. I was like, thou shalt not eat meat except for parties.
There's a little asterisk and a footnote on the page.
He's like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I thought these were rules. Guess they're not that hard and fast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and she's Jewish. Try to have a few words with her?
Yeah.
He's like, what? You know what they did. And she's like, you fucking shut up.
Can't have tacos, right?
No.
It's meat and cheese together.
No. Well, I know she wasn't kosher.
No?
And she's not practicing.
Okay.
But it was just, I just wanted to see if the priest would confront. I mean, they killed his Lord, I think. A few words. Like the Hatfields and the McCoys.
Take it outside?
Yeah, I don't think it ever ends, does it? Like the Hatfields and the McCoys or the whatever.
They just keep going and going.
Yeah, never ends as long as there's enough.
Well, there's still going.
Yeah,
it's
look.
just not us. It's just not Christians.
Right.
Yeah.
It just keeps moving. I mean, yeah, it's whatever. Two that seem closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it. I'll never get it.
Me neither.
I certainly don't get the pasty white kids here protesting for it or against it or whatever.
They just they have nothing better to do.
I'm like, Chad with the blue hair, go over there to see how you do.
Yeah. Go back to your barista job.
Right.
Shut up.
Better yet, go over. Be a freedom fighter for the Palestinians. See how you do.
There you go.
They'll kill you before they let you kill them.
Yeah.
It's like, you're so stupid. I guess it's like any other. I think it's just because, like we always say, because of the fucking world is so small now, it seems worse, right?
Yeah. I think you just hear about it more.
When this was happening in the 70s, you heard it on the news, but
Right.
there wasn't a lot of protests. I don't remember any protests that Israel needs to stop this or that. I don't remember any of that.
There may have been protests, but they weren't like
Right.
instantly televised all over the world.
Right.
And the fancy camera angles to make 30 people look like 500 or something.
Right. And you couldn't send out a tweet, we're all going to be here marching,
Yeah.
if you didn't get the flyer on your one
Yeah,
block
it's so
radius.
much easier to organize, right?
I think so, right?
Well, I mean, not if you look at a number of our viewers.
Yeah, we
I don't know how
can't
to organize shit.
we can't get anybody together. We have enough room that we could have them for dinner. What are you gonna do? We're not very. We're not picking on anybody. If you look
No.
at, we're not doing countdowns. The 10 best things that we fucking hate. whatever.
the 10 podcasts you should never listen to.
Yeah.
TOT 1 through 10.
Yeah. Number 9.
11 through 20.
Yeah.
21 through 20.
And Joe Rogan. Just enough to get people angry.
There you go.
So hopefully whoever's listening says, oh, what?
Yeah, what a lottery ticket he is for so many people, right?
Yeah.
Like you get on that show and automatically...
It seems like it.
Yeah.
I mean, and some of it's probably warranted. Some of it probably isn't, right? I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I guess everybody who was on that show had not a flash in the pan, I guess you could say. Like
I mean, there's a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about comedians?
Yeah, comedians. Seem like all the comedians have all proven themselves past that point. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's showing the light on them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like Shane and Mark Norman, all those guys,
yeah,
they've earned their keep now. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're in the wild. They did fine.
Right.
Was there any of them that really bombed?
Gillis was on Saturday Night Live, got fired from Saturday Night Live before Rogan knew who he was.
Right. Right. So he was doing fine and.
Yeah, so somebody knew who he was.
Just keeping him relevant, I guess.
Well, I think he thought it was a fucked up move to fire him for some stupid joke that he did 5 years ago or something.
Yeah, well, people talk about rallying people. You can't let them go either.
Yeah, so, yeah. And I guess he knew Norman, and he knew Ari, because Ari moved out there.
Right.
And Ari was like, hey, he's a cool guy.
Do they all live in Texas now?
I don't think Ari does. I think the other two do.
Yeah.
Norman and Gillis.
And I think Tom, right?
Scoria.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think Tim Dillon moved there, then moved away, then moved back. Maybe. I don't know.
You like him?
He's a good podcast guest.
Yeah.
Couldn't listen to his show, though.
No.
It was like too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a quick-witted guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Theo back on that show either.
He's got his own thing, man.
Big.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it stinks, he still gets good.
Sure.
Right. Because he's just that. There's no duplicating that. That's a platypus.
Nope. It's a platypus.
That's just one thing. You're like, whoa. Like, even, like I said, listening to Gillis he's growing on me. I didn't like him at first, but he's growing on me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know if it's the timing, if it's the Philly-ness. Once you get through that.
Yeah.
He's like, he was like pretty good because he's real weird nerdy, like, because he's got all that history knowledge.
Right.
Like, he's a big history buff in that.
Yeah, he's big into war history.
Yeah.
He was on a recent Rogan podcast. They were talking about World War One.
This
and
last
Napoleon.
one? This last one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got to probably half of that because I got to how much he hated Vikings because what they did to the Irish.
Right, yeah.
I got through that part and I got through every time Napoleon was banging his wife in the movie, it was doggy style.
It was doggy style, yes.
I was dying. I was like, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
And here's the history.
And doing it doggy style.
The end of TOT 46, 47, whatever number it is.
Right.
All right, folks.
TOT! See ya!